have any up?
Mixed reviews, I have not. All right, I'm live on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. And let's get this going. All righty. I'm getting up live here. Live on YouTube, trying to get Facebook going. Maybe. As it spins. All right, we are live on YouTube. Got one comment. Okay, we are live, it looks like. And we're there. Okay, folks, welcome. I'm trying to go with the new live producer that Facebook is forcing us to go. So, hola, Jeremy. So you guys, I think now because of this change, are going to have to comment to say hi before I know you're here. So I can't call you out. I can't say, hey, just because you joined the chat. Unfortunately, and one of the features that I've commented many times to Facebook about, and I'm sure they care a whole lot about what I think, this new Facebook Live producer does not allow me to see when you've joined the chat. I can only see if you comment. So it's a feature that I do not like because that takes away from a lot of me just saying hey to you guys and not requiring you guys to actually say anything. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of options in the deal. So we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Jeremy's checked in, as well as Derek Gossard. Joe, what's happening, Derek? I've been watching a couple of Derek's videos out on YouTube. He's got his channel. Derek, why don't you go ahead and post your channel up too? Again, the rest of you guys and gals, as you check in, say hi. You don't have to do anything, but just at least send a comment. Because again, I can't tell if you're here without you posting a comment with this new live producer. Robert Ferris, what's happening? And Darren Moore checking in. Darren's probably still hanging out in Colorado. Weather's probably looking nice there. All right, I'm live over on YouTube as well too. We'll continue rolling just like we do. And as you guys have questions, comments, concerns, or anything that you want to discuss, and be sure and post up, check in, and let me know, and I'll see if I can do my best to answer your questions and discuss anything you might want. So, man, I just now realized my beard's still pretty scraggly. It's all crooked. Haven't taken care of it today. Mark Wells, howdy. What's happening? Mike Roberts is in the house. There you go, Derek. Thank you. Oklahoma OTB is Derek Gossard's YouTube channel. You guys be sure and go check that out. It's great. He does some fun stuff. Did a test on a new bike here just recently as well too, and I watched that one. That was a pretty good one. So good job, Derek. All right, let me check over here on YouTube. What's up? All right, nothing's going on YouTube. I kind of have to keep an eye out over there as well. It's time to get a little fat tire action going. David Copeland says, this is the most non-work or family interaction I get all week. Yeah, it's been kind of a whole weird transition for everybody for sure. So we're pretty lucky that I live out here where I do. I don't have quite the issues that everybody else has. We're pretty thin population-wise out here, so I get out and about pretty frequently, and I don't have a lot of issues, if any. I don't see many people, but I'm just me and my family and everybody here at my house. So tiptoe. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at here too. So I'm working from home also, and doing a lot of Zoom stuff and Google video stuff. But most everything I do is just via email. I don't have to do a lot of meeting type stuff. So 2 new bikes. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Derek. You had one new bike, and then you had that one that you built, which was like an old Schwinn, and you kind of rigged it up, if I remember correctly. That was pretty awesome. Darren says, "You're here for our pleasure. Entertain us." I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. A lot of this whole feed, this producer live, makes me actually have to really stay on topic, because unless you guys comment, I don't actually know who's watching. So again, not a feature that I particularly dig. Derek says everybody is out in those populated areas, so it really hasn't made much difference. Pretty normal. Yeah, that is one of the things that's just really been crazy for me. And I get that everybody's bored and they're trying to go out, but I don't even go to the popular places anymore. I go to out of the way places. Even when we go to Wichita Mountains, Quartz Mountains, which I have both locally within an hour, and then one's 20 minutes away, Lake Tom Steed's 30 minutes away. Those are pretty much the 3 places that I frequent out here. And even now, I don't even go. I mean, I can go to the trail at Steed and not worry about it. There's not many people out there. We are getting some hikers out there, but in the Wichitas, you can't go to any of the popular places because there's too many damn people. Quartz Mountain, same. I've never seen so many people camping all out there. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't get it. I think that people are probably pushing the limits a little bit too much for me. So we just stay to ourselves and do our thing. All righty. You guys should be able to see up in the comments, or not in the comments, but in the heading of the show. I don't know if I have access to that or not from here, but in the heading of the show, I posted links, and hopefully those links are available to you guys. I'm trying to see if I can access those real quick. I'm kind of clicking around. Yeah, I don't see that I can get to those. So yeah, maybe you guys can see them from your end, but I can't see them from here now that I'm live. I posted 3 links up there, all just links that I want to talk about. Probably I can repost some of them here in a second as we go through them if necessary. Let me click a refresh over here. Let me do a couple things here real quick. Yeah, we're still good there. Still good on YouTube. Let me get this back over here. And let me get, come on, taking forever to refresh. Probably because 50 million people are all Zooming. I don't know. I'm minus 1 kid tonight, so I should have a better connection. It's one less streamer. Hang on, I'm getting there. At least I think I am. There we are. Trying to get this shared on another tab that I have on another screen down here that you guys can't see. Holy hell, it's slow. All right. So I'm just going to move on. Here's my notes for the night. So I was going to take notes and it just didn't happen, but I have a few things I do want to talk about. So the first thing I do want to talk about, the link is in the notes. I can probably do it again. Let's see. See if I still have it pasted. Oh, I do. Excellent. I can paste it here. choose Parks. So choose Parks after that. And I'm going to actually write that in there. Choose Parks. And good. There we go. I got that typed in there. So go to the link, access.okc.gov. From there, choose Parks, and then from there, they follow an application process. You have to fill out some information, and it takes you, and you can purchase it online. Said I haven't done it exactly, so I don't know the full ending plan on how you pay for it and how you get an electronic copy and things of that nature. But I've just totally lost my whole feed over here. What's up with that? Well, that's great. Oh, there it is. I can actually see the links now. This was absolutely driving me insane. This new live producer totally sucks balls. It's pissing me off. Now I can't see any of the comments. They're over there. They're just like glowing globes with nothing. So I know you guys have commented and I can't actually even see them. And I have no way to get back to them that I'm aware of. And I can't even get to where I can comment now that I've clicked that comment. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, guys, I'm tempted to just freaking end this damn thing. Because, I mean, the whole point of this is for me to communicate with you guys. And if I can't even see who I'm talking to, it does no good. It's probably going to kill the whole thing. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it kills it or not. All right. Didn't kill it. I'm surprised. All right. I'm back, sort of. Oh, man. Yeah, Mike says nice. That's a good spot, Mike. Mike Roberts says nice copper cup. Yeah, I have that back here. That's my team wine box. Mike Pickle says, is it me or do you keep cutting out with the audio? I don't know. Everybody else is going to have to tell you that. I hope it's not me, but with the way that my connection is going, wouldn't shock me a bit. I don't know what's going on, but things are acting weird, just truthfully. David Copeland also posted, as I was talking about my previous thing, we were talking about crowded parks and crowded trails and things of that nature, especially the popular places. Then I kind of got sidetracked with my little tech issue here. David says, seems there's a lot more cars out. Tonight got honked out once and got the stink eye from a lady turned in front of me. So, yeah, I mean, I think people are out a lot. Unfortunately, I think it's, I don't know. I mean, it's a tough call because I realize people need to work, but I think people are just using this now to say that it's over. And the reality of it is this is not over. And I think we're going to see that in about 2.5, 3 weeks, two weeks at this point, because I think the first, which was Friday, was when everybody really, really started. Once we kind of got the semi-government especially here in Oklahoma, okay to be out and about. People just went all in and are doing all kinds of stupid things. So I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're going to see a ton of problems coming down the pike on this probably in the next 2 weeks, because now we've had a full week of this and another 2 weeks later. I hope not. And but I think that's going to be the case. Anyway, back to the link, access.okc.gov. That'll give you to a page where you can click on parks in the upper bar. Go out. It's $25 for the entire year. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, we spend $25 on all kinds of nothing stuff every day. So this $25 gets you access to the Draper bike trails with no hassle from the cops, which are now checking the parking lot and checking people as they come out of the trail to make sure that they have their license. And again, I think it's 80 or 90%, something that's a large percentage of that money that does go into that permit fee is available to OEF if they have billable work that they can invoice and request reimbursement from. It requires a pool of money from there, but then that pool of money, out of that, like I said, it's 80 or 90, I can't remember the exact percentage, is available to OEF if they have reimbursable invoices for work that they've done for the trail. So it is possible that a lot of that money that you spend for these annual licenses can go to OEF. So, and $25 is not a big deal. So definitely go out and get your permit. Then that way, if you ever want to ride there, you don't have to worry about it. I'm probably going to get it, print a copy, just have it in my car, maybe stick one in my bike backpack, and then maybe try to take a screenshot and get it on my phone just so I have in case. I don't really, like I said, I don't really know the format that it comes in, but we'll figure it out. Derek says the YouTube feed is great. So how about the Facebook feed, though? All right, yeah. So I got a couple comments. Liaison, Derek, and both commented, says that it's solid here on YouTube. All good on YouTube. Permit is saying electronic bicycle permit. I'm pretty sure though that is it's all the same. I think they just mean that it's an electronic method for getting the permit. It's not meaning that it's an e-bike permit. There is no such thing as an e-bike permit. That's one of the comments that I got out on Facebook. So. Oh, my video just ended. Huh. Live video just ended. Great. Well, for you guys out on YouTube, give me just a second. I'm going to try to get my feed back up here on Facebook. And hang tight, guys and gals that are still with me on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Facebook is maybe just going to have to go away. Switch to previous version. Technical issue. Other. It sucks. Submit feedback and switch. So I am trying to get my old live stream going. Let's dismiss. Let's get the camera. Let's see. Take 2. WWU. Go live. All right, let's see if we get this going again. Close the whole tab there. Yeah, Philip, I gathered that. I don't know what happened on Facebook. It just stopped my feed. I didn't do anything. The whole damn thing just stopped. I got it back up and running now, I think, and I did it. All right, we're back. And we're back with the old feed. I dismissed the live producer and I came on board with the regular Facebook Live, and now I've got people checking in. So apologize for that, but I don't know. It's not a lot I can do. It's crazy stuff with Facebook and the live producer stuff. Trip Harrison, yo, what's happening? Stephen Cordis, Colton Albert, Gerald Smith. Jeremy Black's in the house. And Colton says we're back. Lauren Mays joined. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know. My feed just ended for whatever reason. It just stopped. Was having trouble to begin with anyway with that new live producer feature. So looks like we're back on. We're still on YouTube. I've got some guys out there commenting and following me out there. David Copeland, Bryce Nichols. So we're all getting back in the house. So apologize for the mix up there, but so I'm going to go ahead and I think I've still got it copied. I'm going to paste it here. Then go to Parks link. All right, so there you go. So there's the link. Again, I was talking about getting the Draper permits. I just clicked the link again since I had to start my Facebook feed over. Access.okc.gov, click on Parks link, and it takes you right into a little application that you have to fill out and go through that process. It's $25, which is cake. Can hear sawing outside. I've got one of my twins is outside working on a new deck out back of my house, and he's a maniac. We'll post pictures of the production later when we get done with it here in a couple of weeks probably. But anyway, $25, pretty good. It's good from April 30 to April 30. So you get it now, you're good pretty much all year, and for part of 2021. So definitely go out and do it. Boom. Derek Gossard says Draper permit purchase. Nice. Hannah Bagaski's in the house, as well as David Copeland's back. Oh, David says spilled his drink. That's not good. Can't have that. Scott Fraley and Mike Gordon joined. Welcome. Let's go out and let's see if anybody's all right. Shirley Hendricks joined. Okay, so I did have one other thing I wanted to do. I have a couple of things. I got a little schedule update I want to do. I want to go ahead. I'm going to save it for just a second. I do want to go ahead, and I want to post another link, and I want to talk a little bit about this. I don't know much about this, but a good friend of mine, Jason Engelke, posted and talked about this today. If you follow Jason, you probably would have seen this link and you saw some of his posts and some of the things that he said about this. Because I think he covered it on Instagram as well as Facebook, probably other forums as well too. But those are the two. Those are really the only two that I follow. Jetty Harrison joined. Welcome, Jetty. Hunter Farrington and Sandra Quintero. Welcome. So Jason brought this up and posted about this, and I just thought I'd talk about it tonight because I think it needs to be shared. And I just posted the link. It's called Calm Waters, and I think that from everything that I'm reading, this is a great entity. They do some great things and some things that probably are very needed, especially considering the way things are going. People handle stress differently than others, and a lot of people are already troubled, have things in their life, have stresses in their lives that are hard to deal with. And I think that, loss of job and all the fear mongering that's going on right now is probably making it even harder for some people. And there are things that people might need help with. And this is what this does. This is it's called Calm Waters. The link that I provided is actually called Giving Tuesday Now, and it's a way for you to donate. You can see that they're already over their goal. Their goal was $1,500, and they're well over that at $2,080 right now. I just refreshed the screen. Well, actually, let me refresh it again and see if it's increased. So it's at 2,600. So it's increased a lot just since I pulled this link up. It helps people that have grief or stress issues and things of that nature. Looks like there's several things that you can do. There's several different groups you can donate to. Puppy cuddles, art therapy for one child, children's grief or divorce support groups, books for clients, art supplies for 10 children, or a tribute gift if you have something specifically for a memory of someone important to you and things of that nature. There's a lot more information talking about what this is at the link provided. I just wanted to touch on it and just kind of bring it to your attention and ask that you take this link and share this link. Copy and paste it. You have it now. Go to it. It opens in your browser in another tab. Paste this and just say, hey, go check this out, and share it. And the more people that are aware, the more people might receive help. And I think that by sharing the link, you're not only making it available to people that might actually want to contact them to get help, but also for us just to donate $10, donate $15, donate $20. And it all matters, and it can all help people in need. So anyway, I just thought that was a good thing. I want to commend Jason Engelke for bringing this to my attention and all of our attentions that he did today on Facebook. And again, just shows why, Jason's the guy that he is. And he's a caring and awesome guy. And I'm glad to have known him through cycling. I'm glad that he's doing all these cool things and making us aware. So, all righty, let's see. Robert Ferris joined. John Denton joined. Lauren Mays. Lauren says, and I always seem to quit things that help, riding, running when the stress gets high. Thanks for sharing a way to help others. You bet, Lauren. Absolutely. And what's funny is, like, sometimes we get busy and we quit doing the things that we do, like riding and running in sports. And that is actually, for me, my stress relief. So I rarely stop those things just for that reason, which is probably why I'm a fairly stress-free guy. Thanks, David. David says, a great organization, all for them. People need to reach out. You're not alone. Yeah, excellent. Another one says the Regional Food Bank. Yeah, for sure, David. John Denton waves and says, hi, Rex Uthier. What's happening, Rex? Rex is a friend of mine from college and basketball and YMCA and all kinds of stuff back in Weatherford. John Denton says Annie has more than 7% battery. So for those of that don't get that joke, John usually checks in, and he checks in at the last minute and his phone's about to die. And about 2 seconds or 2 minutes into my show, his battery dies. All righty. Excellent. Stephen Cordes, thanks. Brandon Cordes checking in. What's up, Brandon? How are you? Brandon's checking in on Facebook Live today with Mr. Cordes. Jim Heath, Amy Peyton Bean. Welcome, Amy. So one other thing I wanted to post out there, and again, I had it in my I had it in the comment line on my other feed, but again, that got all janked up. So let's just do it here real quick. I'm going to get this while I talk about it. I started talking about this off and on for the past month. I've talked about it off and on with a buddy of mine, Forrest Smith, who really is he's the inspiration behind this. And I started this group just simply because of Forrest. And I just thought, and it all actually started with posts that he used to post from way back in the day. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of them anymore because of electronic media, but he used to hashtag, or before hashtags were really hashtags, and talk about ditch porn. And that is he always thought it was really, fun to find weird things in the ditch. as you're riding bikes, and finding ditch porn was like the gold standard. And we don't really find stuff like that much anymore because, like I said, everybody does it. I mean, everybody can stream that stuff. So you don't actually need hard copies of it. But I started and called it, and he actually came up with the name Roadside Absurdities. And I'm going to post that in here now. So there's my link. Maybe if it posts, I got to click in there. There we go. So there's the link to the group. All you have to do is just request. A lot of the groups I've already added people, so you might already be a member of it. If I'm an admin of a group, I could add you automatically, and I did that. But if you want to be part of it, just go to it, request it, answer one question. That's all. I can't remember what the question is, but I have a question answer simply just so that I can tell it's a real person. I don't care what the answer is. But as long as I have an answer that it could be a smart ass answer, it can be a real answer. I don't know. It's simple, but basically it's just a way to tell if it's a real person versus a bot that's just trying to hack the group. That's the only reason I asked the questions. So anyway, it's fun. We've been having a lot of action on it over the last couple of weeks because a lot of us have been riding and finding goofy stuff. And there's a couple good posts today. And it's just all about fun. It's kind of like the OKC version of your bike leaning against something. So it's just for fun. And so anyway, come join it. It's good times. Yeah, Robert Ferris says Forrest has been posting ditch stuff for years. I know. I see a lot of stuff in the ditch, but it's like it's not interesting. So I've been looking more closely lately though, and I have noticed that there are more things out there if you actually take time to look. So Dilbert Scrivener joined. Nice name there. Nice Facebook name there, Dilbert. Lisa Wilkerson's in the house, and John Earhart. Welcome, John Earhart. Brandon, I'm good. So my buddy Brandon in the Cordis household is checking in. And so, hey, Brandon, I got my mic right here for you. I made sure it was up where it's supposed to be. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. You can give me a holler later if you want to after the show's over. We can chat. Anthony Armstrong, Christine Nadolny. Welcome, Christine. David Rogers and Marco Garofalo, welcome. Okay, let's see. So that pretty much leads me down to just the final thing. Let me look at my YouTube and I'll see how long I've been going. Yeah, I'm only 33 minutes in. I know we're a little short on this video, but again, I had to break the video up because my first video feed just completely died on Facebook and I had to start it over. So David Copeland says, I used to provide my wife with a Lake Hefner condom count after each run. Nice. So see, the next time you go out and do that, David, you need to take your phone and take some pictures of that. Those are perfect for the Roadside Absurdities page. It doesn't necessarily have to be a ditch. Honestly, it's just fun shit we find while we're riding. I don't care what it is. Oh, yeah, Anthony. I thought about that, Anthony. Anthony Armstrong says, remember somebody found a bag full of stuff at Ponca City last year. That wasn't Ponca. That was actually Keystone 2 years ago, or last year, 2 years ago. And I found it because it was right in front of my car. And I just thought it was something that the guys that were, working on the course and the promoters getting ready, because I was there early and I thought it was just theirs. And then we decided to look in it, and whoo, buddy, it was a bag of tricks for sure. I'm gonna have to see if I probably have an old post. I probably can go through my Facebook from 2 years ago. I bet I have that bag picture somewhere, but it was a black bag for sure. A black bag of fun times. Hey, you bet, Brandon. I got you covered. Brandon. James Keenan says, love the pick in the background. Yeah, James. Let's see. Where are you? James is going to be there. You're going to be right there, buddy. That's you, James. So James Keenum just checked in. He's a buddy of mine from Weatherford. We graduated from high school together. This picture is a picture that I got framed, and it's an old picture of a black and white of us all dressed up and kind of a working on the railroad theme. And we took this for our track team as part of our track team pictures in high school. So we were seniors in high school at this point in time. So 1986, rocking. So I'll try to get a close-up picture of it, James, with my camera, and I'll send it to you later just so you can kind of see a little bit better view. I know you can't see this very well, but I'll for sure get that. I'll try to get something for you. I know there's other pictures like this. This is the only one I have, though. I don't know how I ended up with it. Brent Stovall joined. Doug Kimkes. Derek Gosser. What does Derek say? Derek did have a follow-up because he did actually purchase his Draper permit just a minute ago while we were online and while I was screwing up going from one feed to the next. He says that not only he said it does come in an email as a PDF that you can print out. So you can print the PDF, keep a copy, and then probably, I would imagine, you can save that PDF or at least take a screenshot of that PDF, drop it in a place so you can keep it. So anyway, that's good. That's always good. So looks like we're going to be able to keep it pretty easy. Dustin Easter joined, Scott Northrup, Keith Van Auken. Welcome, Keith. Haven't talked to you and your wife in a while. I usually see you up at Tulsa Tough, but I think I missed last year, and obviously we're not going to have it this year. So, oh, you do great, James. That's awesome. James says you got one framed too. Yeah, James, what's funny is like I don't even really I remember taking the pictures, but I don't remember all the pictures. And then we had that reunion like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 something years ago, and there was a whole bunch of these on a table, and there were a whole bunch of different versions of them that I was not even aware that were even taken. So I think it'd be really cool to get some copies of some of these different pictures. But anyway, Peter Erdos joined, Larry Walcott joined, Jason Engelke, Keith for sure. Keith Van Auken says hope to see you in 2 years for sure. Keith's buddy of mine lives in Tulsa. We graduated together, but he lives in Tulsa, and we usually meet up. Just try to say hey to each other during the tough time frame. Jeremy Black says he saved his on his phone. Yeah, I just saved the PDF on your phone. That's probably what I'm going to do because, I mean, hell, I print it out and it's going to be stuck in my glove box, or I don't, it's like my car insurance. If it's not in my glove box, I'm screwed because there's no telling where I've stashed it. Maybe I'll approach it like I do my reading glasses. I'll do the scatter approach. I'll print it like 5 times and then like put it in every bag and every car that I own, and then that way I got it covered. Jason, be nice. I was just talking good about you, bro. Peter's checked in here a few times, and no arguments have been had, but he does like to start a good tiff. I love reading his threads. They're so fun. Hey, Jason, I do want, since you're checked in now, and I do want to say thank you. You'll have to go back and I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm just going to post it again. I'm copying and I'm pasting again. There you go. I talked about this earlier, Jason, and since you just checked in, I just posted the link, but you talked about Calm Waters and the Giving Tuesday Now, and I hope that people do that. I'm going to refresh my screen. We're at 26:05. See if we've updated here in just the last few minutes. 26:32. So we've already had a few more dollars just in the few minutes that we've been online here. So, so I just want, I just want to repeat what I said earlier, Jason, since you're here now to actually hear me. I just want to say thanks to you for being who you are. Thanks for being aware of this. Thanks for bringing this to our attention. I saw your post on Instagram as well as Facebook and as well as some of your stories. And so I just thought it was something good to talk about. I've asked that everybody take this link, share it, talk about it, just put it in all of your feeds, and just copy it in there and just say, hey, people have things going on in their life. They need some help. There's plenty of people that have things that they can give. So if you need to give, this is a perfect link to give. If you need some help, this is a perfect link to get some help. So again, thanks for bringing that to our attention, Jason. And anyway, hope that just talking about it helps a little bit. Alma Rivero joined. Alma's been getting some sweet rides in. Alma is a Hobart graduate, and I met her as a student here. She is all grown up now, doing her thing out in, man, where are you now? I always forget, like Montana somewhere. I always forget the place in Montana, but it's like you're always out on some crazy gravel roads. And you had an awesome post on Roadside Absurdities the other day. A big ass Buick hull, like a 50-something in the ditch. It was great. So anyway, good stuff. All right, enough said. Wyoming. I was close. Not. I don't travel very often, Alma, so it's like outside of Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, every now and then Colorado and Utah, Arkansas. I'm not very familiar with my geographics, so I'll take the blame for that. Jason, anytime, brother, anytime. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, man. Craig Staley joined. Welcome, Craig. Nick Vickers. Let's see. Let's just get right to it. Alyssa Lutz joined. Noah Billow. True to Dirt. Let's talk about what's going to happen or what we think is going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen, but here's my thoughts right now. What's the state? Oh, come on now. You have such untested waters out there in Wyoming. I bet you have gravel as far as the eye can see. Good question, Larry Walcott. And that may be a question that I can address on the next one after I reach out to some people. Larry Walcott says, does anybody know if the Moonshine Madness series is still on? I've not seen any posts. They're probably just playing wait and see. Right? I can't remember when the first date is. I had all those blocked off. I think some of them are in May. And then they moved to June and July, maybe. I can't remember, but let me reach out to Celestial, Larry, and Tegan, and let's just get their stance on things. And it's probably going to be a wait and see. But I will, maybe I'll just talk about that next time because that is a cool ass series. So, hey, Alyssa, back at you. Shannon and Paul Wyatt. They say that, yo, from the far ass south. How far are you, Paul Wyatt there? How far is south for you? And while he's answering that, I'm going to crack a Natty Light Natter Day. It's not Natter Day, but we'll drink Natter Days any day of the week. I need my hydration because I'm not sure there's any alcohol content in this at all. Alrighty, True to Dirt. Let's talk about it. I've been postponing this, just dragging my feet on it, but I kind of have a plan. Again, it's going to be dependent strictly on what happens in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. And I think a lot of that is just going to depend on the repercussions of us going back to semi-normal and the infection levels and how they increase or don't increase or things of that nature. But we're to the point where I think that I have to go ahead and try to make a plan. And here's my general plan. We're looking at trying to move RDR, which is Red Dirt Rendezvous, Draper, to June 21st. John Denton says truth about the Natty Light. No buzz. Dude, I could drink like 4 of them and nothing. So RDR. Oh, Shannon Paul is one name. Sorry. I'm so used to, I see on here, I see names. And so like I see husbands and wives like do both their first names and then their last name and they share an account. So I just kind of assume that, but I apologize for that, Shannon. Houston, Texas. Yeah, you are far south, bros. Houston's a long ass ways, man. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure I did meet you at the Samson 66. We've done that, and we've done the couple of things at Sansom. They had that Superman race down there a couple of times as well too. So that was crazy fun. Tony Stewart joined. Tom Eugleen's in the house. Manuel Padilla joined. So, alrighty. So again, plan is looking forward. We're going to go ahead and move forward. RDR Draper, we're trying to lock in on June 21st. We're working through the permitting process now. The city seems to be okay with it. And we just have to get the USAC permit, which again, as of now, shouldn't be a problem because we meet all the criteria. And again, we'll just play it by ear. And if things change and new regulations come in, then we'll just adapt on the fly. Then we're going to keep the majority of our schedule is then going to be the same. We're not changing Blackwell. We're not going to change Turkey. Not going to change Claremore. Those stand as is with our September and then October race. And then we are rescheduling 2 others. We've already rescheduled, and we did this right out of the gate, to October 11th, Sooner Stampede. And then following that, we are going to do October 25th for Fool's Dozen, Medicine Park. So Fool's Dozen, Medicine Park will be our last race of the season this year, just simply because of all the changes that we've had to make. I realize that that's going to push us into October territory that I've been trying to avoid, but that's just the nature of it. So it looks like we can possibly have an 8 race season. Ponca has already canceled. They had a lot of transition there, and their race was just at a really weird time frame, and so we just decided to cancel that. They will be back next year for sure. Because I love that trail, and I'm not going to punish those guys for craziness that has happened this year with all the pandemic and things of that nature. So we look forward to those guys being back. So assuming that things go as planned, we have the possibility of having an 8 race season. There's no reason that that's not a legitimate season. We've done 9 races plenty of years. We've done 10 before, and we have done. I don't know that we've done less than 9 before. I think 9 is the limit, but I see no reason with 8. 5 races is the minimum. So with 3, we have 3 drops. So 8 races still count 5 races. I mean, to me, that's a fairly legitimate season still. I think numbers will probably be low. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe people are going to be itching to come out and race, and we'll have a lot of numbers. I'm just going to kind of wait and see how that plays out. I won't really be able to give you any specifics for end of the year, but I definitely want, barring us not being able to do more than about 5 races or even 6 races, I'm not going to just cancel the season. I'm still going to give a championship jersey. Still going to have a champion. Still going to do a championship jersey. Money wise, we're okay. We're not sitting great, but we're fine. We don't operate on a very big budget. I operate on a very small budget. In fact, probably 90% of my budget is payout, awards, and then the championship jerseys. So I'm definitely looking at continuing to do this year, assuming we can have enough races to make it happen. And I think that we can. We're still going to do championship jerseys. We're still going to do awards. I have a couple of ideas for those. However, depending on the turnout and the number of races, because that's how we make our money. We make $2 per racer for every race that we have. That's where the majority of our money comes from. So I may cut back on the payouts at the end of the year. And in fact, I may do away with some of them altogether just this year, and then recover, and then, put things all in for next year, maybe even increase things for 2021. So, that's my plan. That's me just thinking forward, looking at what we're going to do. Got a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of things happening. Just going to have to kind of wait and see what plays out. Right now, I know there's a bunch of big events that are all going to be scheduling at the same time that we are, but I'm going to go ahead and get our dates out there and just see what happens. We are not scheduled against DK. We are not scheduled against the proposed Marathon Nats date. Again, I don't even know if Marathon Nats is going to happen. They have a proposed date out there, but who knows? Because you got to think that they're losing money too, because a lot of the money that they get are from events and registrations and fees and things like that they're not getting. So they furloughed a ton of people. So whether or not they do national events this year is still up in the air. We hope to have some direction and some information from USAC within the week. Hopefully we'll have it within the week, and I can talk about it next week on the show. So, but we're kind of waiting on that from them. But in the meantime, that's my plan. I'm going to reschedule RDR for June 21st. Center Stampede has already been rescheduled for October 11th. Medicine Park is rescheduled for October 23rd. I don't think it's 23rd. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm winging dates off the top of my head here. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Larry. Yeah. So the Medicine Park weekend is actually going to be October 23rd through the 25th, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because they're still planning on a Friday night costume contest, trail ride, which is Friday evening, and then they're going to have Saturday events, and then they're going to have the big race on Sunday. We'll talk more about that when it gets there, because they have a whole big, huge weekend plan, which turns out may fit perfectly, because unless things change, this will be the last race of the season, and so might as well make the last race of the season a big ass blowout. So who knows? We'll make it happen. Chico Rodriguez, what's happening? Chico joined. Chico was my neighbor a couple houses down. What's happening, Chico? Randy Brandstetter, what's happening to Randy? Randy's a friend of mine from Tulsa. Met Randy just through his daughter and his daughter's husband, who are now hanging in Colorado and raising a beautiful daughter. Can't believe how much she's growing. Every time they post pictures, it's just crazy how much she's growing. Let's see who I missed there. Brandon Kavnar, what's up? What's happening, Brandon? I didn't see you check in earlier. Let's see. I'm missing the Keith Van Auken. Is that Keith Van Auken? Yes, it is. Let me get the right tense. It was Fat Tire. It's gone. Now I'm under the Natty Light. So I drank this one already. So Shannon asked me to tell about the picture in the back. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I had a buddy of mine commented. This is actually an old track picture from me in high school in 1986. We did a staged picture. It's a black and white picture called Working on the Railroad. Basically, the theme of our season was that we were all not necessarily the best athletes, but we worked our ass off. We worked hard, so it was working on the railroad. obviously these days could be taken as a little bit racist, but back then it was pretty acceptable. And honestly, it's not meant to be that way. It's just strictly meant to be that we worked hard, and people that worked in the railroad were hard. And so we dressed appropriately, and what we thought was old attire, and did a black and white picture. And anyway, so that's a picture of me and my track team behind me. Keith Van Auken, yes, I did say Claremore. So not only do we have a mountain bike race in Turkey Mountain, but we also have one in Claremore. So yes, we have mountain bike races in both those venues. So right down in your neighborhood, you have to come check them out. Hit me up on Facebook Messenger afterwards, and I'll send you a link to our Tour de Dirt page and our Tour de Dirt webpage, and you can get the event schedule and you come hang out with us. Richie Beans in the house. Amy, wow. I can't pronounce your last name. Mleko Day? I don't know. Is that Mlekoday? That's awesome. I'm just going to say Amy, and I'm screwing up your last name, and I apologize. Welcome. Chad Fulton, another Weatherford graduate. Let's see. I know, right, Jason? Jason says B-Cav, Brandon Kavnar, another fast roadie, needs to come race with us. He did a race back, I think here a couple years ago at Draper. I think he actually did Draper one time. So he did actually go experiment with the dirt. And he does have a mountain bike. We need to talk him into it more for sure. Leonard Holland, welcome, Leonard. Haven't seen you in a while. GT, what's up? Derek Davis is in the house. Virginia Cole, welcome, Virginia. That's what we do. Just call her Amy. GT was just, Pat, giving me a comfort that I completely screwed up Amy's name. So I just spelled her last name. He said that's what they do too. So, all righty. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to check YouTube. So if I missed anything, I have not missed anything. Everybody seems to be okay. So we're at 58 minutes, and I'm about to wind her down. Honestly, I think we covered everything in this particular Facebook feed. There's going to be two of them out there, because the first one I tried to do with the new live producer that Facebook is trying to force everybody to use, and it sucks ass. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I can't see who's joining. The only way I can see you is if you comment, and I don't like, and it just doesn't work well. It just died in the middle of it. So, so hopefully they don't force me, and I'm just going to keep using this old version, I guess, until I have to move to the other one. And then at some point, I don't know if that live producer doesn't change, I may have to come up with another plan, because I absolutely despise it. It doesn't work for this type of environment and this type of show, especially when I can't tell who's checking in and looking at it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Amy's a fast roadie that could come to race Tour de Dirt soon. Excellent. Cindy Taylor Peterson, Gary K. Vernon. Welcome, guys. Checked in just at the last minute. NGT, you spelled Amy wrong, buddy. You're getting busted. I corrected for you, Alyssa. I know you meant some or soon. So get some Tour de Dirt. I just corrected the whole sentence, so you're all good. I knew what you meant. All righty. So let's see. To summarize, go out to the website that I gave. It's up in the comments. Access.ok.gov. Click Parks. Go get your $25 permit for the year. Save it as a PDF. Print it. That way you have it and you can ride Draper at any time without being hassled by the man. Go join my Roadside Absurdities page. If you're not already part of it, and post on it. It's all about fun. It's nothing serious there at all. There's some serious stuff because we do have some talk about trash and littering because it comes up, but it's still more fun than anything. Let's see. Go out. It's still Tuesday, but even if it's not Tuesday, I quite imagine you can go out to the link that I gave that Jason talked about, Calm Waters. The link is again up here. Go donate. Go see if you can help. Share the link. People need help, and I want to make that link available to as many people as possible. So I'm going to make a private link here in just a minute as soon as I close this show, and for sure try to do it. So Jamie Talley joined Keith Howry. Welcome as I'm closing. And then obviously I gave the updates for the Tour de Dirt schedule. So I will make more specific comments out on the Tour de Dirt page about our schedule and our upcoming plans as soon as I have things solidified. I'm talking tonight about things that I want to happen, but those have not specifically happened, whether as it comes to those dates, because we still have to get those dates okayed and made official via all the different agencies and entities that we deal with. And hopefully we're going to get that taken care of soon and get a solidified schedule. And then it's just wait and see game. And see what happens with the world that we live in. So until next Tuesday, if you guys have topics you'd like to talk about or things like Jason brought up today, anything that you would love to for me to discuss, bring it up. I like cycling, but there are other things I do like to talk about, although I'm not very knowledgeable about a lot of those things, but I'm willing to give it a go. So anyway, love you guys. Miss racing with you, and hopefully soon we'll be all doing our thing again.